Yeah, I'm not very genned up on filming and that at the moment, and getting used to it. So it seems a bit different since I was last year, but then again it was night time, so like I say, it's pretty spooky to think there was, a massacre here hundreds of years ago. I'll find out a bit more and add that to this video. So yeah, lots of death, lots of torture, fear. You can't really begin to imagine, can you, what it was like. It's just interested to see if I do pick up on anything. I'll probably do a bit of audio, and if that's any good I'll add it, because in the past I've had some really good EVPs. Just a genius here trying to maneuver the gate. Complex for my little brain. So yeah, it does feel atmospheric, I'll say that. Yeah, I don't know a great deal about King Offa at the moment. I mean, we're on the borders of Gloucestershire. I live in Gloucestershire, the Forest of Dean. This is the borders leading into Chepstow, just outside St Breville's, which is another amazing haunted place. I hope to do a bit more of these sort of things. Sometimes it's just nice to see woodland, isn't it, and tune into the elementals, and I'm sure there are spirits already around observing. I haven't done anything like this for a long time, so it's nice. Like I say, if you come on a new moon, I had some friends and they came out here on a new moon and they picked up straight away on a full-scale battle, and they actually ended up running back to the van. It was that intense. And like a lot of us say, what did you run for? But you don't know unless it happens to you, do you? I mean, I see spirits on a daily basis, really. I thought I heard something there. I heard a voice. Strange. I think there's a rabbit up ahead. I've just got to get used to zooming in and things. I'll be honest with you, I'm learning. I'm 48 years old and a bit backwards when it comes to technology. But, it's just such a beautiful place. I think I'm going in the right direction. I know I'm in the area. As far as I know, we come out to a field, the actual field where the battle took place. I may be wrong. It looks different from the last time I was here. So really just explore, I suppose. So nice to get a bit of exercise. I've been stuck in for quite a while with anxiety and me and my husband, we haven't been this year because we've been so busy with one thing and another, but we've done about 3 or 4 camps, wild camps by now, but it's going to be a late one. But I've heard we may have a Indian summer, which will be fantastic. Just lovely here. Do you ever feel there's someone behind you? Does it feel creepy or anything? Pretty sure I'm in the right place. Seem to be getting memories of me and my friend Brian coming here. I mean, it was just going dark, so we stayed a couple of hours, and at one point it was like it was a full moon, but it was like the whole field lit up like it was daytime. Really strange. Strange how that's happened to that tree. Something in the undergrowth. Don't think it's a ghost. Be a rabbit or something. But yeah, I mean, maybe nothing will happen, but it's just nice. And I'll probably upload this. Sometimes it's nice just to see a bit of woodland, and it might be a bit wobbly because I need to get a proper phone holder, you know. But it is what it is. I think I might have come to. I'm not sure. We'll take another look. If I can get this open. I am part Irish, no offence to the Irish, but yeah, I think I've come too far over. I mean, this is a road. Oh. Yeah, not sure. I'll just have a quick look. So, I think this might be it, you know. Pretty sure. Offas Dyke path, yeah, we're on the right. Devil's Pulpit. Yes, we're on the right track. I thought it looked familiar. And this is a field we had quite a lot of activity. Like I say, you could feel like chaos, and if you could imagine what a battle was like, I suppose. But I think it's like constantly replaying. I think that's amazing. Just that stone tape theory that the earth records, buildings record. And just over there, I don't know if the camera will catch it. There's a River Severn. These complicated gates. Yeah, I just ask if there's any spirits. You're welcome to come and communicate with me, touch me, you know, talk in my ear. You can't attach to me. I will be saging when I get home. And that's something. I mean, there's some fantastic paranormal groups on YouTube. I love them to bits. Just a bit of graffiti there. But none of them really emphasise the importance of if you've been doing paranormal investigations, rustling, I don't know what that is. If you've been doing sort of paranormal investigations, it's so, you need to cleanse in whatever way you can. Even if it's just taking a salt bath when you get home. I mean, I tend to sage and I use Palo Santo, and I've got so many different oils, protection oils and crystals, and yeah, but they don't stress that enough. Maybe it's because a lot of them aren't that sensitive. You know, I am super sensitive. I'm like iridescently sensitive. It's just so lovely here. But yeah, always cleanse and protection, you know, whether that's prayer, you know. I mean, I class myself as a white witch. But I do believe in Christ consciousness, but it's all part of the same source. Yeah, it's important to cleanse, even if you're not particularly doing anything paranormal. And you've just been out shopping or something, you know, just cleanse yourself for 5 minutes or so. I mean, last night everybody had gone out, so I turned all the electric off because we've got smoke alarms. You can guarantee every time I start cleansing, burning incense, the smoke alarms will go off, which I hate. So I switched everything off, and I did my whole house, cupboards, saged. It was thick with smoke, which is what you need to do. I would say once a month, if not once a fortnight, but that's just me. Even the loft. And I went and sat outside, sat on the ground, grounding. And then I came in and it was just totally different. The vibration was amazing. It lifted everything. I cleanse most days, but to give it a really good saging. Bumblebees. Aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful bumbles. And yeah, and then if you still feel out of sorts, you can do some inner work then once you've cleansed your home. This turning more into a chatty vlogging a bit than paranormal, but I'm hoping to do more things, just have a yak and somebody might get something out of it. Crickets. Grasshoppers, isn't it, in this country? Not really. That bee, just enjoying itself. It's just chilling away. Wonder if they sleep there or it's just resting. So yeah, this has got a bit of field. I forgot it's quite a walk, but I don't mind. It's just like everything that's happening in the world. Yeah, there is kind of a haze here, and like, yeah, the energy is like coming up from the ground. That's how I see it. It has grown quite a bit since the last time I was here, actually. All this is really overgrown. There's actually a wall that goes, which is part, Offas Dyke, obviously, but I will do more research and put it on the video, whether that's just in, writing or voiceover. yeah, this is the field, so I mean there must be more to it, like further on, but I mean I don't know where that poor soul's body was found, and there's a lot of undergrowth. Yeah, we're just coming up. As far as I know, this is the actual Offas Dyke. This in here. Anybody watching wants to correct me, I won't be offended. But yeah, this runs all the way along. As far as I know, this is the actual. Tuning into the energy, it's amazing. I can really feel a shift in energy. Quite a bit of backache. I'm not sure if that's spiritual or I do tend to put my back out to these silly things. You just turn a certain way and yeah, just over there I probably can't see, but the Severn Bridge, the first Severn Bridge is there, and just down is the new Severn Bridge. It is just beautiful here. It's just so peaceful to think there was a full-scale battle here, you know. Like I say, I will come back, and especially when I get equipment, and I might try and get a camera, and then I can like use my phone. And the Spirit House, there's a paranormal channel, Haunted Finders, they have a brilliant, we downloaded it, I've got to do it again. It's a fantastic app, really good responses. So sure, I don't think I've been this way before. No, I haven't been this way before. Offas Dyke path, Devil's Pulpit. Might just have a walk and see what's. My husband's really enjoying talking to his mates across the river, and yikes! Sorry if you've got headphones on. Yeah, so obviously I doubt this hedge was here, so it would be all open, wouldn't it? You know, like. Devil's Pulpit says that way, but you don't know if someone's like, you know, changed the signs around. Keep going for a bit, and I might have a full day and bring a picnic and whatnot. Especially if my husband's happy to spend a couple of hours talking to people on the radio, which might as well. So lovely. So keep doing. It's meant to be a spooky video, but a strange pile of rocks. Doubt it's a burial mound or anything. I hear there's more crop circles in Wiltshire this year. That's awesome. I went down to Avery at the beginning of the year. I hope to go again before the year's out, it's just nice to go recharge and interesting. Lot of cow poo. Laugh, my husband's probably, 20 minutes in? He'll be coming out searching for me. Or he'll text and interfere with this video. Bless him. So like round this could, these fields were probably all part of the battle, weren't they, Was it Roundheads or... I'm not sure. I will look into it. I apologise for not knowing the full history. You just know if you see an apparition of a very, like a medieval or, I don't know, before then, a soldier dressed like that, it's a ghost. People leave the doggy bags. I don't know. Turned out to be quite a long walk, yes. I think I might turn back in a minute and probably will come another day and just see how far it goes. It goes for miles, I think. The actual trail, Offas Trail, like. Not much spiritual activity, I suppose. I mean, I feel energies around me, but nothing, It's nice, actually. It's just so peaceful. I think hundreds of years ago there was a massacre here, and all those poor souls, Just pray for the angels to come down and take anybody that's still lost. I think a lot of it is the stone tape theory, the recordings, just a replay going on and on. It wouldn't be nice to think of yourself being in limbo, would it, between two worlds? That's something I definitely don't want. A lot of, and it's not knocking, investigation teams. I notice a lot more are trying to help spirits, as best as they know how. But it's not fun and games. It is fun to get out doing this, and there is a thrill you get from thinking you might see a ghost. And if it's just residual, a replay of play, that's fair enough. But if it is a spirit that's caught, you've got to help them, surely. I know if we went round every haunted place, there wouldn't be any haunted places. So it is a tough one. I could have sworn I saw a mist then. That's what I had last time, but it was a lot more intense. Hopefully I could come back at the new moon, and I'll probably try the full moon again, because it is powerful, the full moon, but it's meant to be even more extreme on a new moon. I'll probably come at night time or something. I don't know how long I'd last in total darkness. I've never really done it on my own, so I might ask my husband to just come along for a bit of protection. It's not the dead I'm worried about, it's not spirit, it's the living that, you know, especially when you hear there was a body found here that had been there for ages. I think they were in a tent, so they could have passed away in the tent, or they could have taken their own life, I don't know. Oh, bunny over there. Gotta learn more about my techniques of Zoom, and do apologise, but everybody has to learn, don't they? So another form of cleansing I use, and along with healing, meditation, I use singing bowls, the crystal and Tibetan singing bowls. But like anything like a bell or a rattle, all these things I know are good for cleansing. I just think people need to be aware of how important it is to cleanse their auras and their space. Because there's a lot of dark energy out here, you know. More so, I would say, in, you know, wherever you live, rather than out here. I don't get much. It's very rare I get really dark energy feelings when I'm. Probably spoke too soon, but like some people never heard of cleansing the house. You know, maybe there's some people who never open the windows, and you've got dead air, and I just think that was fantastic. So are there any spirits around that would like to communicate? You're probably saying, we're trying to talk to you. Are you stupid? What I'd really like to do is get a field recorder and just leave it overnight and just let it, you know. I've had really good EVPs before, just using an old JVC recorder, the ones with the tapes, you know, and had some really good voices come up. And at one time we were in a graveyard in a place called Newland in the Forest of Dean, and a voice actually came through on the recorder saying Colin. And anyway, we went back and looked, and there was a grave with Colin on it. That was amazing. Yeah, like I say, you'll get some equipment. I'm going to start off with just an EMF for now. If I can sort a camera out, I can download a Spirit app, and really, you know, I'd need to sit for a few hours and tune in, and rather than like, half hour. It's just nice to document some time out, isn't it, you know? Before reality strikes again tomorrow. The Matrix. Yeah, I mean, there's probably tons of bodies under here. All the blood that was spilled, and a bit eerie. It feels a bit, hackles go up a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that clump of trees there is the devil's pulpit, I think. One day I will go further, you know. I'll do some research. I think I've got ADHD because I'm terrible at like research and things. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could do this on my own at night. Everything changes, doesn't it, you know? The sun goes down. Like, I camp out and I love that. I'm always with my husband. I've never done that on my own. Oh my god, I can't imagine. Even when he might go off to go to the shop or something, and then come back to camp. He's like, can't wait for him to get back. Yeah, this bit is a bit spooky, I must admit. I think it's probably because it's undergrowth and it's darker, but there is a bit of a... I remember the feeling of when I came before. I was going to do some audio, but I don't know. It's just nice to look at things, isn't it? And if it's spooky, does jump out of it. Yeah. Or the moon up there. She's not quite a 3/4, is she, the moon? So we're getting close to a full moon. I suppose I can sort of bribe my husband next time. He's usually happy if we bring a brew kit and make a brew, and he's got his roll-ups. He's quite happy with that. I've gone over 20 minutes without a smoke. I'm doing really well. So yeah, go and get a coffee during the day. Go and get milk. Obviously that the old style. I'm getting a ringing in my ears now, so I think we've got energy around us. Hello. So I'm not sure where this road leads to. Ice cream. My back's really playing up. I don't know if that's just me or something spiritual, but spirits do tend to go for the kidney area, and it's one of those complicated gates again. It's easier just to climb over. Oh, that was quite easy. Yeah, if you're ever down this way, research Offas Dyke. It's nice to have a walk and obviously research the history. And if you're into, and I know nothing's really happened. I can only tell you what I'm sensing, and but so it'd be like camping out here could be interesting, having an all-nighter and leaving EVP running. I do that a lot when I go camping. I haven't caught much, but it's usually me and my husband snoring and farting and the odd sort of wildlife sound. There's been a couple of sounds you thought, oh, that's a bit spooky, but usually find it's a beetle sliding down the top, your tent, something like that. But one night we were camping out, I think, was it last year? Might have been the year before, and it was like something ran up to the tent and was sniffing and then ran off. It probably was a fox, but God, it was spooky. Yeah, there's loads of places you could just nip off and explore. A lot of horses on here. Are there any spirits around me who would like to communicate? Cold spots, but that could be like natural, couldn't it? Like my hands are this, especially this hand holding my phone. It's quite cold now. Yeah, I really miss my friend Brian. He lives down in Devon now. Him and his good lady wife ever. We used to go hunting all the time, and I don't do it much now, but I'm hoping to get back into it. I just, I'm hoping also to download some sound therapy videos and just, like this, just having a chat about random stuff. Because, the way of the world at the moment is just, you need to get out into nature. It's the cliche, isn't it? But you really need it. Well, no ghoulies jumping out. I've set, a bit of energy, a bit of moments. But yeah, like when I do these things, I'm not gonna be. It's not in my nature to embroider things, and I mean some of those channels are fantastic. They're so entertaining, even though they are, some of them are really scripted. But bless them, they take the time to go out and do these things to entertain us. So you could be in another time, couldn't you? Here it's like timeless, apart from the gates. the sound of cars in the distance. Yeah. So yeah, really looking forward when I've got some more equipment. But up until then, if I feel like vlogging, I think I will. People don't have to watch it. Go back to their Kardashians and all that. Another complicated gate. Great filming there. I confused Sarah. Oxy daisies. Going to sleep. Apparently they taste like pineapple. You can eat them. Look at what this sign says up here. Very rough ground. I can imagine when it's wet you will need boots or wellies. Grazing cattle. Fair enough. I've enjoyed this jaunt. No spirits, but, well, I think there was something round, but you need to spend more time, really, you know. But you never know, there might be something on this footage, some EVP on this footage when I look back. It's mad to think my son's over the river at the moment in Bristol. He's gone to see a band. He'll probably be back later tonight. But he's in a band himself, and he, you know, got his music buddies. So fresh out here. You just feel your lungs opening up, and you know. Everything cleansing. Should be walking barefoot really, but maybe on a really warm day, don't take your trainers off. Just do it even for just 10 minutes, you know. I know a guy I watch on YouTube, Sacred Serpent. He's all about Kundalini awakening, you know, and Christ consciousness, really. And he goes barefoot running. I thought, wow. I thought maybe I should just go out walking barefoot for 10-15 minutes. Really connect, you know. So peaceful. I suppose I've been talking too much to people who say, you talk too much. I don't talk much usually, so. Any spirits around me? I mean, they say, don't the spirits are everywhere. Every house has spirits. Spirits are passing in and out all the time. That's back to the cleansing thing where it's so important, because, you know, keep the vibe of your house as high as you can, then you won't get the lower. I've had to clean demonic energies, no word of a lie. I had a couple last year. I had a growling at the back of my sofa. It was like a little dog or something. And then I was cleansing with my singing bowl, and there was a massive bang in the corner of my kitchen, like a static bang. That was definitely negative energy that I was driving out. I have gone and cleared houses before, like I do it for my friends and family now and again if they need it. Sort of a mixture of real clouds and chemtrails, isn't it? It's not too bad today, I suppose. Well, I'm nearly at the car now, so... Well, thank you if any spirits have been around me. I appreciate it. I will be back at some point. I'm nearly up to the gate now, so I'll wish you all farewell. And just a ramble and a ramble really, and a bit of history, and just on the off chance that we might find the ghost of something. So I'll see you again. Bright blessings.